Hello and welcome back once again to Super Metroid Cliffhanger. In the last video we got through what was going to be our last heat run, and we are getting into the wreck ship from another way. So we'll see how this goes. It is still pretty much like the rest of the hack, quite deadly. Oh lord, no, get off me. I do not want you on me. Oh. Go through the door. Okay, let's... The save is quite a bit away from here, so let's not have to retrack all that progress. Oh boy. Normally I'm... Oh, it's a good thing that guy didn't latch onto me. So I guess there is one more Metroid in here you want to be... There you are. You want to be careful of. Get rid of that guy. I know that gray door is an exit only. Okay, well it doesn't look like there's another Metroid jumping down onto her head, so... A couple doors back through here. But there's also that moss right there on the wall, which of course we can go through. Now I will say, really the wreck ship is not the greatest tile set ever made. But it can be done alright. Like, this is alright. I don't mind this so much, but normally when people use it, it's pretty just bland. Because it really is a pretty bland tile set anyway. And so you have to do all this like really crazy stuff just to make it look alright and decent and all that. Want you there. Ouch. Button holes. Now, let's stop getting... Oh, there's another one. And another one. Of course. Well, I think that's it. Okay. The whole point of being back here is obviously to get through that gate, right where this funky little background stuff is. Okay, there we go. That is your marker, although you can't really tell from the ground level where it's at. So you kind of just have to be mindful of where you are, and that lets you do that. Get up there. Thank you. So now we can open the gate and get to that orb. And that will give us a super missile, which is a nice reward. It's definitely better than finding a missile pack for all that work. Not that I'm saying you can't do that, but you do that too much, people are pretty much gonna stop trying to find everything. It's like, it's just gonna be a missile anyways, what's the point? Oh. I'm not even gonna mess around with these guys, I'm just gonna use supers. And I know there's one more new people up there. Or maybe there isn't. Well, oh well. go up here, I believe there is just one item you can get for now. There's an item up there, but can't get to that yet. However, if we go back down through here, all the way down here, there's another missile hiding around. And we've almost got 100 missiles now. So we're getting closer to getting decently armed with items and stuff. So, what we're doing back here right now is actually, or back in the wreck ship period, is we're actually going to hunt down Varia Suit, which you need to get now, just so you know. Go away, you little pipes. And this room probably looks somewhat familiar to you, because I was stupid and explored part of it already, even though I couldn't do anything with it at the time. Ouch. Let me get back here. So yeah, need to be able to charge up a Shine Spark. We just gotta get this guy far enough back for our purposes. And that did not work well. If you remember, I was stupid and explored down here. Lost a bunch of health the first time I was in the wreck ship. Get out of my way. Oh, jeez. And if you recall, I didn't do anything in this room with the garbled background and all that fun stuff. What am I doing? That's because you need Spring Ball to get through it. So I just gotta get through here, and then there's another convoluted mess to go through, which is, by this point, probably very unsurprising. Yes, now we have another large room on the map, even though on the mini-map and the main map and all that will make it look like a bunch of smaller rooms. It's really a single large room here. And a dark cap, of course. Yeah, there's an item over this way. Oh, yeah, it's a mossy spot there. Durr. You see, even with somebody who does a whole bunch of really crazy stuff, it's still possible to throw in some pretty obvious hints. And those little things hurt a lot. And you still gotta be aware of that one enemy, because it's still pretty... I think it's still instant kill at this point. I think it may always be instant kill. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Get in there. I know with this amount of energy, it definitely is instant kill. Oh, good grief. You can tell what I mean by convoluted. Get away. That block was distracting me. Alright, let's try and get this done right. go. Alright, so back fighting through this mess. And back again. Door caps used like that look really, really weird and out of place. Oh, here we go, it's another missile. Yeah, door caps like that generally aren't the best idea. They actually do work on some other tiles besides the door tiles, but that's generally when they're up. They look best when they're flush up against another object. So like the red Brinstar blocks, if you have those right, they'll look good on some of those when you have them right up next against them. Then they don't look so bad. So you can use them. It's just you have to make sure they're looking alright. And then this room, I know there's something in here. Oh, there it is. So, but this is not it. And this room is actually got some people confused, because there is more to this than what you've seen so far. You can see a little piece of the shows a statue hanging out there. You see moss on the wall there. Now, if you miss that, you'll miss the Varia Suit, because the Varia Suit is right back here. Through this garbled mess. And there it is. So you finally have your first suit, and I'm willing to say this is probably easily more than halfway through the hack. Of course, now you can watch me be wrong on that, but you do get your first suit relatively late. And even your second suit, that's pretty much like the last item required before. Well, I guess you need that for Meridia. Okay, so it's not the last item required, never mind. Well, it might be, but it's not, right? You don't need it just to get to the end. You actually have to have it for something else. That's what. Okay, I'm not sure about this room or the next one of the rooms behind here. I have never been able to figure out, but this is something we actually have not seen for a while, and that is red criteria. And it's a good thing we haven't seen it for a while, because it's not a very good looking tile set. Say most people starting out with Smile, they'll look through the tile sets, then they'll see they have the landing site tile set, but they have this, I think tile set 2 maybe is the red criteria, and a lot of people see red criteria like, oh, that's so cool, I gotta use it. But don't. It is really not a good looking tile set. I mean, it's just normal criteria, but the palette is not that great. So you can get up here, but there's an energy tank hiding up there. I have never been able to figure out how to get that energy tank. It may have something to do with the turtle, but I've never probably figured it out. So. And I don't really have enough energy to attempt it, so I'll probably end up dying to the turtle. So anyway, I think that is it for red criteria, thankfully. That's where I'm supposed to go. So there's something down here. tell which blocks are breakable because they're kind of flipped upside down and stuff. Alright. Oh, I did not want to kill you. It's best to freeze that and use it as a platform. Because otherwise, you're pretty much bound to get spiked. And through the tube of no return. Gonna make a detour left to collect an item. Are there things up here? That's what I thought. Just fall on my head. And we have gold pirates. So plasma is very much a good item to have for this. Jump over there. It's just gonna... You really don't want to get hit by these guys. Because they're pretty strong too. Oh, what am I doing? I need to charge my beam. I knew that. Oh, what am I doing? I can do it from here. You would think I'd be able to figure stuff like this out. And of course he leaves me absolutely nothing, so... Oh well. Alright, through here, be careful. And don't step on any of the grassy things. If you'll notice, all the rail tiles underneath are flipped upside down. You'll just fall through those. So, don't walk on those. And since we can't hit that guy yet, I'll get in there. There we go. I think I made that look harder than it really is, but you really should try to avoid being hit through that. Although, somewhere over here... There it is. Yeah, this energy tank. You could just come grab this first and you'd be pretty safe through those, I imagine. I don't know why I didn't do that. I knew the energy tank was here. There you go. All these guys hanging upside down. It looks a little funny. Be the way back up. That should have. And actually, I think this will do it for now. We'll start off in the next video heading and getting closer to Ridley. So, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you for when that begins.